Well, that was a fucking doozy if all things considered. No, it's not. Noah, listen to her. It's not over. Noah. It's alright, Ruby. You tried your best. It's just bad luck. Well, truth tell, I kinda screwed up, so maybe this is my punishment. Huh. Don't you dare. Don't you say it. Don't you dare say it. I don't care if you made a mistake. You've helped me. You helped Gennaro, you and Bella, and you don't deserve this. You don't deserve this. Noah, no one deserves this. I know. Ruby, what are you doing? I'll give credit where credit's due. The music is fucking awesome. Props to... Hold up, let me bring up who did the music again. This is me being forgetful. Where is it? Team... Here we go. Odd Till the End? Need to fix that up. Ruby, what are you doing? You can't make that jump? Then maybe you can make this one. Ruby, are you crazy? Crescent Rose won't be able to... I can already feel it threatening to slip, Noah. But you know what? You know how I was angry at Bella? Like she had taken from me time with my mother? Then I thought about it, and I remembered what my dad told me about my mom. Ruby, she just couldn't leave things alone. Even if it cost her something. Even if it was dangerous. She just could never leave things alone. And I'm the same. I can't leave things alone. I can't leave people alone. I can't leave my friends alone. I can't leave you alone, Noah. Ruby. And I won't. So please, Noah, grab my hand. Again, this is freaking epic. Okay, what the fuck happened? How does your first breath of fresh air feel, boss? Feel like, boss? Invigorating. Refreshing. I don't even have to think about it, and yet my lungs fill and empty continuously. Yes, the human body is quite the incredible machine, and we're able to make it even greater. Speaking of not so great things, though, I see Howard. Well, what do you know? He once again failed to kill the stud. Who would have thought? I'm sorry, boss. It's alright, Howard. Your life was more important than Noah's death. Boss? The road ahead is long and fraught with obstacles, and I will have need of you in the future. Don't be so quick about apologizing for not throwing your existence away. Believe me when I say that ending up buried deep underground is not a pleasant experience. You're too nice, boss. Aren't you supposed to be evil? Am I? We'll see. What's next for us? I would discover more of the human body and see what this world built on my suffering has to offer. Before that, though, a name. A name? I can't have you call me boss forever now, can I? I have never had need of a name before, but I've had time to think about it. From now on, call me Agni. What? What the heck happened? Something's going on with my Steam. What the? Okay. I got a notification for something. Oh, get back here. From now on, call me Agni. Nothing yet? Junara confirmed that there's still places where the ceiling didn't collapse and pockets of air. So far, they haven't found trace of them so far. So there's still hope to find their crushed bodies. Don't give me that look. It's hopeless. Ruby went out as I always knew she would. Weiss. Trying to help. Little did they know, we're still alive, but we're like in the scene from Spy Kids when they're falling down that fake volcano. How long do you think you can fall for? Excuse me? You've been falling for a while now. I don't think you're supposed to be able to because of physics and stuff. What kind of conversation is that? Well, I don't see you come up with anything better, mister. Shut up. I'm thinking. About what? How to survive our landing. Weren't you all resigned to your fate and stuff? Well, too bad. Someone went and gave me hope, just as the mountain came falling on top of us, and the floor gave way under our feet. I gave you hope. Anyway, is it just me, or are we starting to fall more slowly? Oh my gosh, then it wasn't just me. We are. But aren't you supposed to gain speed as you fall? Freaking gravity. How does it work? And why didn't I pay attention in physics class? Are we stopping right now? We are. What? Okay, this is freaking weird what's going on here. Alright, so I guess we're not falling to our death anymore. So, how? No. Well, that's a start. Now, what do you think? Should we climb back up? Don't see any other way, but are you sure you can climb? You're pretty battered up. Oh, yeah. Now that I think about it, I think I can feel my muscle pain to start with. And I bet you're also hungry. Want a snack? You carry snacks on yourself at all times? Yep. You never know when hunger might strike. You need a defense? Whoever designed your clothes with all those pockets needs a medal. I know, right? Way I hear it, it was a friend of a dad. He was, I think from Atlas? Mistral, actually. Oh, right, Mistral. Thanks, Noah. Wait, how did you know? Ruby, that wasn't me. What do you mean it wasn't you? Do I sound like a grown woman to you? Of course not, but it's just the two of us here. That kind of hurts my feelings, you know. Also, you've kind of been ignoring the light show. That's super duper rude, and after I came all the way here to see you, I think we should turn around. Yeah, but Ruby, that last part? Doesn't it sound like something you would say? This, I like to say say this can't be real, but I've seen enough today still. Who? What? Ah, there we go. It wasn't that hard, was it? Why does this light feel so warm and nice? It's like complete opposite of what I felt from when the boss. Well, and that cloak and brooch, they're like Bella's, and why? Mom? Why does she look this much like Ruby? Hi, Ruby. You've grown. Your summer rose. And hi, Noah. Nice to meet you. And we've been keeping tabs on you, too. Keeping tabs? Who's you? One is my mom. Honey, I know it's... Honestly, this must be one of the greatest and at the same time most confusing moments of your entire life. But I'm going to need you to stop trying to butterfly kick towards me in the dark void of Remnant's Crest, okay? What? Okay, in layman's terms, you fell a very long way. And you're now so close to the center of the planet that gravity no longer applies. Also, you'd be cooking up or suffocating if it weren't for me. The gravity no longer applies? Gravity is the force of attraction exercised on you by the planet's mass. Now that most of the planet is above you instead of below, well... my brain hurts. Mother, why do you hurt me so? You're taking this in stride, aren't you? Says the Rock Man. That's my girl. Alright, moving on. Nice job breaking it, Noah. We are most displeased. Ugh. But again, that's what happens when your only source of information about this whole mess is an existence running on fumes. Poor Flame. So I'm here for two things. Well, I was here for three, but I can no longer trap the boss back in confinement. Anyway, I'm here to save the two of you and set the record straight. Really? Really? Just like that. Just like that. Well, then Ruby goes first. Really? Ruby, this is your mom. You've never seen her in your life. Of course you got precedence. Aw, that's sweet. Noah, thank you, but it's less what I want to know and more what I want to do. Do? Mom, I want to hug you. I want to cry. I want to bring you back home to Dad and Yang. I want to take so many pictures together that I'll never ever forget your face again. Ruby. Yes, there are some questions like, Mom, where are you? Why haven't you come back to us? First of all, let me tell you that I'm fine. I cannot come back home, but I'm also in no danger of dying. Where? Why? I can't tell you that. Because you most definitely hurry here before you're being ready to trying to rescue me and get yourself killed. Yeah, she'll probably do it. Well, wretch coming from the guy who set the ancient god free. So, he was telling the truth. A god. An actual divine being. You did what? And Mom, you said, before I'm ready? Oh, you noticed that, little Bart. Yes, honey. I want you to rescue me. Well, actually, I need you to rescue me eventually. How? Tell me how. Way too early for that, Ruby. You need to mature as a hunter and as a warrior of the Silver Eyes first. And more staring. Look, let's go in order, right? I think it's better if I just tell you the story instead of letting you ask questions. I can keep you down here. I can't keep you down here forever, and there are people waiting for you. Ruby, what the hell was that? Oh, nothing much. I guess she just realized she's about to get her very first ever story time with Mom. Yes? How are the two of you acting so nonchalantly about everything? It's the Rose genes, Noah. You're going to have to get used to it, especially if you plan on joining the family. which we all know more like we will at this pace. Oh boy. That is going on my hair. Oh my gosh, we have Ruby! God, you really skipped a lot, didn't you? Everyone does, Ruby, but that's another story. So... do you remember that lesson you had with your professor about Remnant? About the theory of it being alive? Yes. And considering what the day has been like so far, I bet you're going to tell us that that's actually true. Indeed. Remnant has a will, a life force, and even an aura of its own. And while it was still forming eons ago, the boss arrived. He did say that compared to its age, Remnant was in its infancy. Mom, when you say that he's a god, do you mean... yes. He's of the same race as the gods of light and darkness, with a different purpose. The two brothers travel the cosmos, filling newly formed worlds with their creations. The boss travels to still forming ones to harvest them for energy. Then how? He got too greedy. He miscalculated. Remnant is a world strong in life, a rich banquet for him. If it hadn't already developed a will. That's how it became prison instead of nourishment. The predator became the prey. Remnant absorbed the boss into its core, dissipating its body and absorbing all of its powers. Then the flame? It's a piece of the boss, or original power, which Remnant later gave life and purpose. And now this boss wants it back? Which is why it attacked the thingy inside Noah? Which in turn set in motion all the events that have led us here. Imagine my surprise when I was asked to distract myself from my current purpose to come here. But I was too late to trap him in that crystal again. So I damned the entire world. You would think so, but it doesn't look like it? What? Whatever the boss wants, it doesn't seem to be revenge. And even if he wanted to, the other three pieces are well protected, and without his full power, he'll never be able to carry it out. So you have time. Time? For what? Well, he's the one who screwed it up. Of course, he's going to be the one to take responsibility for it and fix it. Why? Why would you trust the person who screwed it all up in the first place to fix it? 2 reasons. First, I can't do it. I'm occupied with something else at the moment. And reason 2? Reason 2, there's literally no one else I can ask but you two and your friends, Ruby, because there's literally only 4 people on this world who can trap the boss again or kill him for good, including me. Who are the other 3? One is Ruby. The other two are your friends, Penny and Seal. Heavens. I can what? Ruby? Your silver eyes are not just for show. There are much, much more. They symbolize your hidden power, the heritage of the Silver Warriors. So you're telling me that because of me, now people I care about are in the line of fire. Yes, the boss doesn't know about it right now, but he will. There's no way in hell I'm letting them do this alone. I know, which is why you're going to take responsibility for this and protect them at all costs, from all dangers. Alright, Rock Boy? Mom, I don't know about trapping or killing gods, but this power you're talking about, if I master it, can I bring you back home? Yes, you can. Tell us what we need to do. Survive, grow stronger, protect them, and when the time is right, go after the boss. As for you, Ruby, Once you graduate from Beacon, I want you to seek out Maria Calavera. Maria Calavera. You say to grow stronger, but how much time do we have? Huh? Honestly, you have at least a few years. Years? Yes. Let's just say that Howard and the boss made more enemies than they should have. But they don't know that yet. Okay, enough talking. Time to go. Oh my gods, you're right. Yang is going to be worried sick. Yeah, I can only imagine what they must be thinking right now. Well now, I thought you would oppose a little more resistance. You don't want to know more? Of course we do. But you said there's no more time. Also, I have to go tell Yang about you, and I also have to go start training. Also, honestly, with everything that's happened in the last few months, I've grown tired of half-truths, and I don't trust as easily any longer, but I think I can at least trust you, Summer. And why is that? Because you're your daughter's mother? Yes, I most certainly am. You're gonna make me blush. I'm blushing. Alright, you got a choice now. Make it count. Do you want to go back in a boring way or an awesome way? Awesome. Most definitely awesome. Yeah, 100% mother and daughter. These two. Awesome, I guess. Alright then. In that case, I'm going to need your help here, Noah. My help? What the fuck is going to happen here? Okay, everyone thinking we're dead. Not realizing that we are probably going to pop out of somewhere that no one would probably think would happen. For example, okay. I don't know exactly what happened, but that was awesome. Now though, Noah, Ruby, Mama didn't give us a landing strategy. I know. Just yelling. I'm not gonna read that. How? Why? Why? What? Last we checked, you died crashed under a mountain. Now we had to save you from drowning? What the hell happened down there? Noah, Ruby, I'm so glad. Well, when the mountain fell, the ground opened. We fell for a pretty long time, and then... Yang, What is it, Ruby? Mom? What? I've met Mom, Yang. I've really met her. Are you sure you didn't just hallucinate it, Ruby? Except I can confirm everything. Would be a bit weird if we both had the same identical hallucination. And also wouldn't explain how they survived and what happened in the water. And speaking of which... what the hell happened in the water? Summer is alive? Well, in a few words, that was Summer giving me some of her aura, Ruby sharing her semblance and aura with me, and the final step of my semblance, according to her. Which I personally call this final step, resonance. Like, this is my personal naming of my semblance as a whole in the 3 steps. Aura link, inspirations, which we can keep as inspirations, and resonance, because we need to be in close proximity to the person we're sharing, and it will just be too much detail to go into, but the final step of your semblance? That's what Mom said, yes. I don't know exactly what it did to us, but it felt like my own semblance, except it was like a gajillion times stronger. Strong enough to literally overcome the speed of an underground water source. Its pressure, surface pressure, and gravity long enough to raise that high. I guess. Mom? I guess the math got to the professor's head. Anyway, if what she said is true... What? Of course it is. Alright. Then we finally got a lucky break. If it's really going to be a long time before anything else happens with the boss, the part about further enemies in particular gives me assurance that they will be occupied. It has something to do with me, doesn't it? I can't think of anything else with enough power and motive. Whatever the reason, it's tied to your creation and the enemy. That sounds like a lovely story, but we've got enough to tell Dad as it is. Oh my god, yes, Dad. We've got to call him right now. True, but let me begin, alright? What? No. I want to be the one to give him the news. With a side of heart attack, I know from experience. I'm extremely disappointed in you, Noah. All of this could have been avoided if you hadn't jumped the gun and acted on a hunch. I'm glad we're all okay, but the only reason that happened is because of dumb luck. Well, also because he stayed behind, truth tell. I know, and I doubt I can dole out any harsher punishment than what must be going through your head right now. Just, partner, how can I trust you ever again after this? And she said she couldn't think of any hard punishment. I want to go to him. Me too. We can't, or you'll ruin it. Bella? What's wrong? Summer is alive. Yes. But she needs help. Help only Ruby can provide. But she's not ready yet. She can't even look for her. And who knows how long that is going to take if they had already been looking for her with no success. They were probably looking for a body. Yes, they probably were. Bella, your soul. Reason more to hit the road. Maybe we'll chance on an alternative along the way. Together then? I wouldn't have it any other way. Ruby, Yang, what? What you're saying? It's impossible. Dad, when she died, Crow, he was there and... But they never found her body, did they? No, but please don't do this to me. Not after all these years. Dad, she told me something about my silver eyes. And she said she'll need my help to come back home. That's something you never told me and Yang. And you know Uncle Crow didn't either. Otherwise, I would have been boasting about my awesome powers and trying to activate them by squinting my eyes hard enough. So, who else would ever know and have a motive to tell me? Summer. Summer is God's. I think I need a drink. And possibly a shag. I know what I said and I stand by it. So, what are you going to do with Peak now? Why are you asking me? Well, the boss is gone, so it's pretty much your city, isn't it? I mean, you've been taking care of it for so long. Yeah, but that was all a trick, wasn't it? I really have no idea. I mean, just protecting it for the sake of protecting it is useless. Hence the question, are you going to do anything with it? I don't know. So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's probably better for everyone. But you're rid of them for good now, and I hoped... Hey Mom, I'm your daughter. No, that's just my body that now belongs to someone else. Also, she goes crazy on a regular basis. When you put it like that... Still, you should do it. You shouldn't do it alone. Can't do any other way. Not like you can leave Beacon. You've got Amber to think about. You've got the head mistress on your side now, but still with Osmond and everything else, our presence would just cause more trouble than it's really worth. You can't protect everyone from everything all the time. And? Those are all well and good reasons, but they're not really enough for us to let you go comfortably when your mind's deteriorating again. We can search for an alternative together later. We could hide you from the headmaster and Peak. I don't want you to see me like that ever again. That's that. We'll keep in touch when we can, but for the most part, we'll try and keep underground. Be careful, okay? And don't you dare die on me. On us. Just when we could be friends. We'll be, I promise, and please don't tell Ruby. Understood. Goodbye, Bella. Just be careful out there. And come back soon. We'll come back when we're successful. And, big brother? When I come back, could we please go on another date? As many as you want. And that's that. So what's next on the timetable? Amber, of course. We need to help her. We need more time to do that, though. So we need not to get expelled. Also, there's the whole developing situation with Cinderfall. And to top it all off, the Vital Festival opening dance is coming up. Way to ruin it, Evelyn. Look, someone had to lighten the mood here. Can't we just relax for a bit after the crazy day we just had? I guess she's right. The Vital Dance, huh? I wonder what kind of event it is. Oh boy. That was a trip. Again. That doesn't help. That sound for every single time. Monday, day 169. Anything? Nope. Okay, well, we'll stop here. I'll take a break, and I'll be right back.